Hey, que más pues parceros, ¿cómo están? We're here in Medellin once again. But right now I'm headed out of the city. I'm about to hop on the metro. We at the station, the metro station, Suramericana. And we're about to go to the bus terminal. And we're about to go into the mountains of Antioquia. The campo, the countryside, is the backbone of Colombia, man, where all of our food comes from, the reason why we have food to eat here in the cities. And a lot of times the people in the campo, the people in the countryside, are very abandoned by the government. They don't get the attention that they need on their roads, on services like education, hospitals. Even though it's a small portion of the population that lives outside of cities, they carry the country on their back, man. You'll see in Cocorná, which is where I'm going, they grow sugarcane, which is where our panela comes from. They grow coffee, all type of crops you can think of, fruits. Another important thing that comes from the campo is water. Here we get our water from the mountains, since we're blessed with these beautiful mountains that are filled with springs and rivers and creeks that give us nice drinking water for us to drink here in the city. So we have to take care of the campo. We have to also take care of the people that live in the campo and are the ones that make everything happen for us here in the city, that allow us to be able to survive here in the city. Because if you think about it, that's really how it is. So yeah, this is the B line, Suramericana. I take it to San Antonio. On San Antonio, I transfer to the A line, take it north a few stops to Caribe. And then we'll see what time the bus leaves to go to Cocorna. Alright, just to show y'all the trajectory. We went from here, Suramericana, San Antonio, and now we're at Caribe. So you exit the Caribe station and then you go on this pedestrian bridge, and this building right across you see from me is the north bus terminal. So this bridge connects the metro station Caribe with the north bus terminal. And the other day, actually, precisely where I'm going to Cocorná, there was an attempt to rob a bus that was coming from Medellin going to Cocorná. Happens sometimes in Colombia, where guys with guns will stop a bus, they'll get on and they'll rob everyone. But thankfully there was military on the highway and they had a shootout. I'm gonna show y'all the news so y'all don't think I'm just talking just to talk. Like, this is real. They had a shootout with the guys who tried to rob the bus. Sí. Ah, no, parcero, no tengo para dar plata. Tranquilo. See, people ask you for money. So what was I saying? They captured the two guys who were trying to rob the bus. The military got them. And the military was there because they've been finding laboratories of some sort. We'll keep that up to you guys to use your imagination in those mountains over there. And you know, when they find those type of laboratories, you know, that means that there's presence of narco groups. So Colombia's going through it right now, I can't lie. And I know some people are going to be like, oh, you should try to make your country look good, you're damaging the image, you're not promoting tourism. But what am I going to do about it? It is what it is, you know what I mean? This is what's happening right now. It's what I'm seeing on the news every day. Miguel Uribe, who is going to run for president on the next election, which is coming up, there was an assassination attempt on him. He's in critical condition right now. We don't know if he's going to make it. This guy was doing a speech on the street and the kid came up to him, popped him in the back of the head. I'm going to show you the news real quick of what happened this morning. Can you see that? Dice Colombia bajo ataque. Reportan atentados en Cali y Cauca, cilindros en vías y explosión en Buenaventura. So they're planting bombs. And I'll show you the news for Cocorná as well. Let me go buy the ticket though real quick. Gracias. Ah, sí. Es resistente. So even though I'm going to Cocorná, I had to buy a ticket of a bus that goes to San Luis, because the entrance to Cocorná is before where I'm getting off. ¿Cómo está? ¿No se puede grabar? No. Ah, bueno. And I don't remember ever seeing so much security guards here. There's a lot right now. He told me to stop filming, so you know, I'm try to avoid any problems here with the security at the north terminal. All right, guys, this right here is my bus, San Luis. All right, let's go. So real quick, I'm gonna read y'all this article that is about the robbery that I was talking about, where they had a shootout with the military on a bus that was going to Cocorná. So let me read it to you real quick. Says ejército evitó atraco a un bus en el oriente antioqueño. Los delincuentes fueron capturados después de un tiroteo. This occurred on Tuesday, the 27th of May. So right now it's like the first week of June. So this happened like not even 2 weeks ago. A la altura del municipio de Cocorná, which is where I'm going. Se percataron que los dos sujetos en una motocicleta le estaban exigiendo frenar. So the guys were on a motorcycle and they were trying to get the bus to brake so that they could get on and rob everyone. Like I said, there's been military presence in there because of the discovery of some laboratories in the jungle of the mountains. So thankfully they were there and they were able to protect the people. They received shots with a 38 caliber. They got one of them in the neck and he had to go to the hospital. Fell asleep, almost fell asleep too long. All right, guys, we made it. I had to throw on my hat because the sun is so strong right now. I just got off the bus. It's the highway. La Medellin, Bogota. And over there you see the pueblo of Cocorná and the Cocorná River Valley. Crazy how these pueblos in Antioquia, like imagine this before there was civilization here. Like this was just vast jungle, mountain nature. For people to come here and knock down the jungle and the forests, come from all the way, they came from up there because Medellin is that way, and Medellin was what first got populated. To come from those cold weathers all the way down to this warm valley and start building homes, pretty crazy when you think about it. All these small towns that are nestled in the middle of the mountains. All right, so this is John's house. He has a little wiener dog here. It's a little paranoid of me. He thinks I'm probably gonna hurt him, but I'm not. I'm friendly. I love dogs. Don't worry. Look, you see? Look how he looks at me. All right, so let me give y'all a quick tour of the Airbnb. It's called Palmonte. That's the name of this project here. Oh, hello. You gonna rub against me? Yeah, that's what I thought. So this is like a natural cement that holds together the wood and the bamboo. Kitchen. This is also in Bareque and they painted it. And Bareque is like a mixture of mud, horse poop, dried grass, different things. And look at the bed. It's a frame of bamboo. Nice bed. It's pretty warm here, so I don't know if I'll need that blanket at night. Depends. This is the bathroom. Nice bathroom. Everything you need. Heated electrically. And then it has a second floor, which is this is the gem right here of this place. If you come up here early in the morning, you'll see beautiful birds. And he has a little telescope here for bird watching. And check it. Birdies. I know some of you might be worried about, you know, the safety issue for coming here. Look, I just came here. It was perfectly fine. In Colombia, safety is an issue anywhere. Literally anywhere you go. Unfortunately, it's something we deal with here in Colombia and in Latin America in general. Most of these countries have safety issues, so it is what it is. If you want to come here, you know, it's part of what you might have to deal with, unfortunately. Even though I've been living here for years, I've only had a problem once with being robbed out of all the time I've lived here. And that's because I went out by myself that night, and I shouldn't have. Because there was like some dark streets over there. But anyway, here's the house. This is all you get up here. Top 2 floors, and then John lives on the bottom. ¿Y hace cuánto consiguió la moto?
No, apenas en enero de este año.
Ah, qué chimba.
Lo que pasa es que la niña empezó a estudiar en otra escuelita. A poderla llevar y traerla.
Claro. Aquel día escuché que hubo un tiroteo por allá arriba por la autopista.
Pues lo que pasa es que usted sabe que como en toda parte, pues...
No, pues en toda Colombia.
Sí, porque pues uno estaba ahí como tranquilo, pero cuando menos empezó a pasar algo.
Sí.
Por ejemplo, en estos días, yo no sé si usted pilló, se amarraron como a 2 familias ahí en toda la autopista. Antes de que nos metiéramos para acá, para esta carretera, y tenían un furgoncito en la casa. Y los amarraron y metieron todas las cosas de de ellos al furgón y se robaron el furgón y todas las cosas de la casa.
Una familia que vive ahí en la autopista, ¿ok?
Sí, ahí en todo el borde. Lo que pasa es que eso es lo maluco de vivir en todo el borde de la autopista.
Claro.
¿Me entiendes?
Puede ser peligroso porque mucha gente cruza ahí.
Hace parte de un camino muy antiguo. Por aquí, antes de este puente había una garrucha.
Ah,
Y este puente también tiene muchísimos años de construido. Miren las columnas de piedra. Allá abajo está el charco.
sí.
Y lo que, si quiere para hacer tomas, yo paro para que... Ok.
So right now we're on the way to the pueblo. John invited me to come with him on his bike, and he just wanted to show me this bridge. He said it's a very old bridge. Es el río Cocorná, the Cocorná River.
Por aquí me queda muy cerca alrededor. Y yo me voy toda la vuelta por el otro lado.
Es que por la autopista es más largo, más vuelta.
Sí, es como que llamo más tráfico. Yo lo disfruto más por acá.
Claro. Y ya como tiene esta moto, ya lo hace fácil. So right now we're in the pueblo, we're in Cocorná. This right here is like the main square, the main park. Colombia is actually playing today. I didn't even realize. They're playing at 7 p.m. against Argentina. Since they lost in the championship against Argentina in the Copa America, they've been doing horrible. They lose against teams that they shouldn't lose. They tied with Peru like 2 days ago. It's really, it's disappointing. But yeah, we drank some aromática, which is like tea. And this is the main square of Cocorná. It's pretty lively for a Tuesday, but I think it's because Colombia's playing. A lot of people who live like in the campo near the pueblo, they come down to the pueblo to watch the game. Colombia scored a goal in the first half, which was surprising, honestly, and then Argentina just tied it up, and there's 10 minutes left in the game. So knowing Colombia, I don't have much hope. Yeah, we're here, man. We'll see what happens. I'll keep y'all updated. If Colombia wins this game, I'll forgive them. I'll forgive them. Y entonces, ¿qué con ese perro? Ese lo tiene que amarrar.
Claro, ya lo guardaron.
Sí. Alright guys, so I just woke up. I slept a lot last night, man. I was tired. It's actually a bit late. It's like 9 a.m. right now. Alright, so I took a shower, got dressed. I'm ready now. I'm gonna go into town and I'm gonna go to la Asociación de Paneleros, the association for paneleros. Paneleros are the people who make panela. Panela is a very, very common ingredient here in Colombia. Any Colombian household has panela. It's just evaporated cane juice, like the solid, natural, pure sugar. It's a brown brick of just pure cane sugar. And we use it in Colombia in many different ways. It's definitely a staple here in our cuisine. We make agua panela, which is like water with the cane sugar infused. We can make it with just agua panela, just straight up, or sometimes we make it with ginger or with lime. We use it to make desserts. We use it to make all type of desserts. Something you use even when you're sick, you drink agua panela. And the process of how they make it is interesting. So I'm gonna try to see if I can get for y'all, to go into a farm and see the process. Oh, someone's calling me. So yeah, there's a taxi driver calling me. He got here quick, man. He got here quicker than I thought. So I have to walk up this steep hill to get to the road. Whew. Bueno, entonces llamé al parcero William, que lo conocía desde otro viaje que hice a Cocorná, y él me recogió allá y ya vamos al pueblo. Entonces vamos a ver si logramos la meta de hablar con una persona que nos diga de la panela. Ya estamos cerca, ¿no?
Sí, ya estamos cerquita.
¿Y usted qué cree? ¿Sí va a haber alguien ahí que quiera hablar?
No, yo creo que sí.
Sí.
Yo creo que sí, tengo la fe de que sí.
Bueno. Que acá Cocorná pues es muy conocido como por los ríos y también por la panela, porque acá se produce mucha panela. Entonces bacano para mostrarles ese proceso de la panela, que es algo que se consume muchísimo acá en todo el país. Pero esta autopista es un poco peligrosa porque es un poco estrecha, hay mucho camión grande.
La vía está un poco también.
Y no es muy buena la vía en ciertas partes. Entonces para esquivar huecos a veces se te meten al carril, pues hay que tener cuidado. we're here now in Cocorná. Man, this town is so paisa, bro. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's not touristy. It doesn't have none of that, like, you know, like perfect architecture, but it's just like a very authentically paisa town. So I feel like I'm back a long time ago, bro. Like to times like 50 years ago, 60 years ago. Look at this Jeep. Oh shit. Bro, look at how old this is. See, they still got these Jeeps running. That probably is from like the 40s. But yeah, if you ever been to a town in Antioquia that's touristic, you'll know what I mean, you know, like the very like preserved architecture, everything, you know, like this is not like that at all. There's no tourism here. Look at the house, bro. Hola. ¿Cómo están? ¿Qué más? ¿Ya salieron del colegio? Sí. ¿Ya se va para la casa?
Ya estamos en vacaciones.
¿En vacaciones? ¿Por cuánto tiempo? Ciao. They saw me talking to the camera. Kids always get interested when you're talking to the camera. But yeah, man, look at this. This is just as authentic as it gets, bro. Bar Los Amigos. So yeah, I think I have to walk down all the way on this street to get to the Asociación de Paneleros. And then we'll see if anybody wants to talk over there. But yeah, man, to get to Cocorná, you have to go like the highway is up the mountain, and to get here, you have to go down a road for like 10 minutes. You go down, 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 and it's like a different climate here, man. It's hot and humid. Oof. The day was cloudy, and now look, it's all blue. Kind of feels like I'm in a barrio in Medellin. Like, you know, one of those barrios high up in the mountain. They feel like pueblos sometimes. Because if you think about it, I mean, those people who built those neighborhoods in the mountains in Medellin, they came from pueblos like this. A lot of people, their grandparents came from a small town where they were desplazados. They had to leave because of violence, and they made their house up there in Medellin. And a lot of them brought their culture, you know, their campesino culture from the countryside in Antioquia to Medellin. And that's why it kind of has a similar type of feel. I mean, to me, I noticed that. I noticed it. Asopaco, Asociación de Productores de Panela, Cocorná. Esta sede fue construida para apoyar el fortalecimiento y sostenibilidad de la labor de los productores de panela del municipio de Cocorná. Entonces aquí venden toda la panela. Esta es la panela. Panela que se consume tanto acá en Colombia. Tal vez lo venden así. O también la venden así como en cuadritos más chiquitos. O molido. Y ya también hacen dulces.
Panela, estos son de la vereda de la Peña, estos dos.
Ok. Bueno, entonces yo los llamo y pregunto a ver
¿cuándo van a moler?
¿cuándo van a moler? Y entonces el asopaco es como, ¿qué es la función de aquí?
Es la Asociación de Productores de Panela de Cocorná. Aquí los asociados que están hábiles traen la panela y nosotros la comercializamos.
La venden por ellos, sí. La ayudan a
claro,
vender.
Porque ellos simplemente la producen y la traen, nosotros la comercializamos.
Okay. ¿Y la venden donde? ¿La llevan a Medellín o más que todo es en el municipio?
No, solamente este oriente antioqueño. Vamos aquí desde el Santuario, Marinilla,
Río
Guarne,
Negro, ¿no?
Río Negro,
Sí.
La Ceja, El Peñol, Guatapé.
Ve hasta Guatapé.
Pero no vamos hasta allá, sino que hay gente que nos compra desde allá.
Ajá.
Y nos reciben aquí en Marinilla.
¿Y por qué cree que desde Guatapé les gusta comprar de acá, de Cocorná?
¿Por qué les gusta? Porque es que la panela aquí es de muy buena calidad,
Sí.
y está muy posicionada la marca y la calidad. Entonces mucha gente le gusta comprar acá.
Sí.
Del Carmen también, entonces vienen a
Del
Río Negro y la
Carmen.
reciben.
Que yo he probado la panela de aquí, es muy rica, es muy distinta a la que uno consigue en Medellín en una tienda.
Sí, eso es
No
muy
sé
rico.
por a qué se debe eso.
Porque aquí la panela es natural, puro jugo de caña.
No le echan más nada.
No tiene químicos, no tiene nada.
Es muy rica la panela.
Es como lo de la caña, como lo de la caña.
Ujú.
No le echan ningún aditivo químico. Es natural.
Y los que la compran lo usan para qué, como para restaurantes o para su propio consumo.
No, supermercados, tiendas.
All right, so I'm gonna call these guys. So I didn't know that they start at 1 in the morning. That's so crazy, and they work until the sun comes up. We're gonna see if we're successful. Amado and Alonso. Yeah, man. So I just got off the phone with. ¿Qué más? Lotería. A ver si me sale algo ahí. Bueno, Dios lo bendiga. I thought he said 10,000. I was like, no, I'm not gonna buy that, but it's 2,000. This you never. I'm not even gonna pay attention. Lotería de Bogotá. But anyways, yeah, I'm sitting here at the park in Cocorná. Sun kind of like, man, the sun was so strong before. Bro, the sun was roasting my soul before. But now it's like chilled out. Or maybe it's because I'm in the shade, but it feels like, you know, there's more breeze. Air feels a little fresher. And I talked with Don Amado. He owns a trapiche. A trapiche is where they take the juice out of the caña and they make the panela. So he starts at 1 in the morning, which is crazy. But since at that time I'm not going to be able to get any transportation since I don't have, you know, a moto or I don't have a car, he said to come at 7 in the morning because he's still going to be working at that time. So we're going to go tomorrow bright and early. The park has a nice little fountain here. It's a very small main square. Very small, but it's nice. They got trees, they got a fountain. There, that guy to the right is René Higuita, one of the most famous goalies of Colombia. I don't know who that guy is, but this is like a mural for Atlético Nacional, El Verde. One of the most popular teams in Colombia and obviously in Antioquia. Cocorná Verdolaga. Man, look at those mountains. It's really tropical and warm down here in this town. I'll always say it and I'll say it over and over, man. It's crazy how quickly you can change climate in Colombia. Because, man, up there, it's cold, man. You can tell. So if you see the way it looks, you see what I mean. Like, it looks like a barrio. Like, it looks like, you know, like Aranjuez or something. Like the same style. Obviously we're in a pueblo and it's much more calm than a barrio in Medellin, but like the way it looks, the way it's built and everything, it's like, bro, it's like the same as being in a barrio in Medellin. And a lot of pueblos in Antioquia are like this, you know, in the pueblos that are not touristic. Look at all that plátano. Está cazando. Arepita con queso. So in the pueblo, it's really common to see this, like a grill with charcoal, and they'll be making arepas, putting cheese on it, meat on it, and it's a nice, like, cheap meal. Like with meat, it only costs 8,000 pesos, like $2, and that's like a dinner. Gracias. La voy comiendo. ¿Y usted siempre hace arepas aquí?
Sí, llevo como 5 meses.
¿Cómo le ha ido?
Bien, gracias a Dios.
Bien.
He tenido buena comida.
Mucha gente viene a comprar arepita.
Sí, sino que es como el único negocio así.
Ah, sí, en todo el pueblo.
Por allá hay un señor por el hospital, pero las vende rellenas, más chiquitas.
Ah, rellenas.
Ahorita rápido. Chao. Y rellenas con queso. Entonces,
es diferente.
Es diferente.
Pero también al carbón.
Sí. Y ya esas yo las vendo así con este queso, ya con el queso y la carne.
Yo vivo en Medellin, hay muy pocos lugares que venden así arepa al carbón. Hay algunos, pero son escasos. Es cuando estoy en un pueblo y veo,
Claro.
me antojo mucho.
Es algo así diferente. ¿Cómo se va a colocar la luz? Por el derecho baja la luz.
Alright guys, so we're going back to the cabin now. I got a moto. It's a nice night. It's not cold. Alright guys, I'm up. What time is it? 6:20 in the morning. I mean, if you didn't know, you know now. I am so bad at waking up early. Like, my head feels like a cinder block. I feel like I need to go right back into bed. But, hey, this cat, man. But we gotta make this video for y'all, feel me? So that's what we gonna do. That's what we gonna do. Man, this cat, I bought some panela, actually. And he came in and he broke the plastic packaging and ate like half of it. I don't know how he didn't drop dead. He literally ate half a brick of a big piece of panela. Like, that's just straight sugar. So I really don't understand, like, how he didn't have like a diabetic seizure. But I guess he eats anything, this guy. Alright guys, so it's like 6:30 now. I'm about to head up to go to the highway to get a bus or a colectivo. A colectivo are like cars that bring people to and from La Cocorna and La Piñuela. So I can just hop on and pay 6,000 pesos. Hopefully I see one, or just hop on a bus. Ideally a colectivo though. Buenos días. ¿Cómo está? And you can see the mist is rising from the mountains. This guy's walking up to the highway to do the same thing as me, probably. Find a way to get to the pueblo. How gorgeous. Oh man, it's beautiful. So I gotta wait here until I see a colectivo, which are the yellow Cocorná taxis, or until I see a bus or something. Gotta get some agua panela. Buenos días. Alright guys, so this is the Chiva, or La Escalera. I could have either taken a taxi or I could take this. So it was whichever one passed first. This is like the public transportation for the people who live in the rural area of Cocorná, for them to be able to go to the pueblo. So that was the Chiva ride, 5,000 pesos from La Diamantina, from where I was. I almost waited an hour there on the side of the road, but we're here. So let's make a move, let's make it happen. ¿Cuánto se demora uno, más o menos?
¿Y aquella?
Sí.
7-8 minutos.
Ah, bueno.
Y lo más loco para allá son las lomas.
Es muy empinado.
Ay, una cosa de locos. El resto no se empina tan lejos. Póngale 10 minutos más.
Ah, bueno.
Una belleza.
Eso es maluco, ¿no?
Y grabé ahí los caminos de
Los caminos de Cocorna.
y diga, y bueno, entramos con un mototaxi y tal, lo bien.
Sí. ¿Y cómo es su nombre?
Wilson.
Wilson.
Con café y todo. Y con mi hermano.
Listo, parcero.
quedamos al 100%.
Es que yo bajé a hacer un video. Ah, es que el trapiche es más abajo.
Sí, el trapiche es más abajito.
Ah,
Están moliendo.
pero eso ya es la caña. El jugo de caña.
Sí.
Wow. Listo, ya. Entonces sigo por este mismo caminito, ¿cierto?
Sí, bien puede decir por
Ah, bueno.
camino.
Listo, muchas gracias.
Con gusto.
Hasta luego.
Hasta luego.
So Don Amado's down there. I thought it was here. The guy left me a little farther away, but man, I would prefer that he didn't go down this on the motorcycle. Look at all these loose rocks. That's how you break your ankle, fall over. So they take the sugarcane juice out, and you see that vat, like that boiling vat. That's where they boil it, and then they make the panela. This is sugarcane right here. I don't know like exactly how it works. Like, I think they take the sugarcane juice, they squeeze it all out, they boil it, and then they cool it off in those molds, and then it hardens and it turns into panela. That's my understanding. Bro, look, this is all sugarcane. So beautiful. So you can see the smoke coming off. Told me I gotta go over there. Go to see Don Amado. Far away from everything. Wow. Beautiful. The love that I have for Colombia is never ending. Every time I wake up and I see how beautiful everything is around me, I'm just so grateful to be here. And I'm grateful that my mommy and daddy are Colombian, man, and that I could have this in my blood, you heard? I'm grateful for that. ¿Y hasta qué hora trabajan?
Eso ya hasta que termine, pues tipo 2, 3 de la tarde.
Hasta que se termine toda esta caña.
Y hasta que termine la caña y allá del horno.
Buenas. ¿Cómo están? Bien. Ya lleva mucho tiempo trabajando.
¿Cuándo hoy?
Sí.
Pues sí, nos son como la 1.
Y uno no se siente cansado trabajando desde esa hora de la madrugada.
Pues uno sí se cansa, pero ¿qué va a hacer? Tiene que hacerle hasta que termine.
Sí.
Y allá sale el trapiche y llega aquí a esta país, bombeado. Ya esta es la pirotubular donde se clarifica, pues donde se saca la cachaza. Y allá hacen la cilíndrica que ya se acaba de purificar y ya sigue ahí para abajo melando.
Eso se va moviendo solo.
No, uno tiene que irlo moviendo.
Uno tiene que irlo pasando.
Sí. Hasta aquí se viene por tubería.
Ajá.
Pero de aquí para abajo.
De aquí para abajo se lo mueve manual.
Con remedión.
So it goes like through a process of filtration, like he passes it through those cheesecloths, like through those really fine filters, until it gets to the last point, and here you can see it starts getting thicker. ¿Y esta parte del proceso cuál es? So aquí, ¿qué hace usted?
Yo la bajo y cuando calculo que ya está de bajarla abajo, la recojo y la cebo a las gabelas y la racho.
¿Para que espese más?
Sí, para que espese más.
Ah,
sí.
Ok. ¿Y usted cuándo sabe que ya está listo para moldearlo?
Yo le calculo más o menos que no quede ni muy seca ni muy caldura.
Ok. Le voy a mostrar a ver cómo los moldean. Yeah, these ladies work hard, man. That's not light. I can imagine that's very heavy. Wow, it smells so good in here too. It smells like brown sugar, obviously, but like a grassy, like earthy sweetness. ¿Y eso para secarse cuánto se demora?
Cuando tiene buen punto seca rápido, pero esta está algo brioncita. Se demora más.
¿Qué, una horita?
No, tanto no.
No. Como queda la panelita. Man, and I was telling them, like, the panela here tastes so good. The panela that you buy at the store in Medellin doesn't taste nearly as good as this one. I don't know if they just put less additives into it or if the soil here produces really tasty sugarcane juice. But the panela here has such a nice flavor, man. It's hard to explain, but it has like an earthy sweetness, like I was saying before, kind of how it smells. Se le está quitando mugrecito.
Claro que en vez de la caña es muy rebotada y es dura también. Entonces,
¿Es dura de qué?
de sacarle las impurezas.
Ah.
La cachaza, entonces en veces
Trae mucha tierra, mucha... So right here what he's doing, he's taking the dirt off the top, off the surface, and removing the impurities. Because the sugar cane, it comes with a lot of dirt, it comes with like even insects. So this whole process is to filter the panela. So when it finally gets to here, it's nice and clean. And you get like a nice pure clean panela. On. Yeah. So this right here is the first step. I didn't show you this first because he was just like gathering the caña to turn this on. So this is where they squeeze the cane juice out of the sugar cane. The first filter, you can see right there all the dirt that it leaves behind. Second filter. And then it comes into here, and then it's pumped through this hose into the next step. Wow. This is the engine that spins the wheel that crushes the sugar cane. Back in the day, a lot of people used to have trapiche that was manual. So they would get mulas, they would get mules to push the wheel in a circle to be able to crush the sugar cane. So they don't stop till all of that is gone. All of that. So that's the reality of the world, man. Not just in Colombia. A lot of people have to do very rough jobs for very long hours, hard manual labor to make, to survive. It's not like they're rich by any means. They're not getting rich off this. Parce, ¿qué hacen con el desecho de la caña?
para que salga esta acá para
la candela.
la candela.
Ah. Y eso es eso prende bueno,
Sí.
la caña. Sí.
Esa gas prende muy bueno.
So this is the waste of the sugar cane. After they take the juice out, this is what's left. They use it for the fire to heat up the vats that are in there. So it's not like, powered with gas. It's just like a wood fire. So look, after everything is said and done, after all the work is finished, this is what you get in the store. Some nice golden brown panela. You can still feel the heat coming off it. So fresh. The freshest panela you can get right here. If you're not Colombian or Venezuelan, you won't know about panela, but I think we're the only ones who use it. Correct me if I'm wrong. Colombia and Venezuela are like the only countries that like widely consume panela. And for us, man, this is our life. Whenever you're sick, you drink it. If you're cold, you drink it. If you're hot, you just throw it in water and throw it in the freezer, put some lime in it, and it's a nice, refreshing lemonade. So yeah, I really understand the process a lot better than I did before. So it's all about filtering the panela, consistently boiling it so that all the liquid evaporates, and the only thing that's left is the pure solid sugar. So all of these are like a series of hot like vats, I guess you could call them, with filters that they go through. When you make panela, there's like little crumbs that are left that you could eat. Tastes so good. I wish y'all could taste this, man. So you see, he takes them off the top, and then he puts it in here. And if he sees that there's like a little dirt on the top, he'll throw it back so that it gets more filtered. ¿Usted qué cree que es lo más duro de este trabajo?
Como todo.
Todo.
Sí, pues.
El horario.
El horario.
Pesado. El calor.
Todo. Trabajar por fuera, coger caña sí que es duro, cargar caña sí que es...
Cosechar la caña del campo.
Claro, y Panela tiene el trapiche para molerla,
con machete y se va cortando. Y lo carga y lo trae para acá. Sí.
Doña Julia, a ver. ¿Vamos a grabar?
Bueno. Ay, Dios le pague. ¿Me lo como aquí?
Sí, hombre, no, yo le traigo una pista, venga aquí.
¿Qué tiene que? Voy a echar esa carne, no importa que esté fría, listo.
Muchas gracias.
Venga, le coma.
Ay, Dios, bueno, muchas gracias. Ay, muchas gracias, Dios los pague.
Ay, como.
Man, the people here are so nice. I'm just a random kid here filming a video, and they're like, come, let me give you breakfast. She even took meat out of her own lunch that she's gonna eat later to give me. A little piece of meat. Arepa, rice, eggs, and chocolate. Bro, the people in Colombia are incredible. So this is just chocolate, like plain dark chocolate and water, sweetened with agua panela. Look, they have little hearts. ¿De la panela cuánto está
la libra? A 2.750, una cosa así.
¿Qué, la libra?
La libra.
Sí. Está barato.
Sí, la panela es lo más barato que hay.
Pero usted siempre ha trabajado con la panela.
Sí, básicamente traemos la caña, ahí maticas de plátano, ahí tenemos unos palitos de café.
¿De café?
Sí, como 3.000 palitos.
O sea, siempre hacen esto los viernes, ¿no?
Sí, siempre por lo regular los viernes. Y el domingo salen a traerse su mercadito. ¿Sí?
Hacer mercado.
Mercadito, sí, y a pagar servicio y le toca como...
Sí.
Por lo regular siempre el día sábado hace uno pues vueltecitas en la casa y el día domingo descansa. Si va uno solo a misa, si es creyente o sea.
Entonces ya se acabó la caña. Ah, bueno. Entonces ya casi terminan, ¿no?
No, ya te demora por ahí 2 o 3 horas por ahí.
2 o 3 horitas más.
Sí.
Para procesar todo este jugo que queda. Y
Sí.
toda la caña que
Todo
falta.
lo que-
Y usted lleva toda la vida haciendo panela.
Ah, sí, todo lo...
Yo, so this is their house. Typical, very typical campesino antioqueño house. Very humble. It's made with tapia. It's like a natural material. Pero trabajas más que todo cuando están haciendo así el proceso de fabricación.
Solo el día viernes.
Ah,
Falta
bueno.
la comida y la comprada y la traída de clientes.
No, eso no. Eso sí es muy duro también.
Sí, pero la otra vez también nos tocaba meter caña, vacía.
Sí.
Termina uno rendido en la
Claro.
cintura.
Eso pesa mucho.
Pero ya cuando montaron esta máquina ya no, porque ya son ellos.
Ah, bueno.
Porque la máquina ya más y ya uno obviamente no le va a aguantar.
No le da.
A la máquina.
Antes de la máquina usaban mulas.
Y eran bestias, en trapiche
Sí.
harto rey, pero a mí no me tocó cuando eso ya ellos habían acabado.
Ah,
No le habían puesto otra máquina.
ah, ya.
¿Cierto que sí? Que primero era trapiche con bestia. Y ahí fue otra máquina de un voltaje más pequeño, o sea, y otro motorcito más que era la CPM.
Era con menos
Ajá,
caña.
Menos caña, menos fuerza. Y ya fue esta con un motor de luz. Pues,
Ah, sí. Bueno, amado, ya va a venir la moto por mí. Ya ahí saqué unas buenas tomas de todo.
Sí.
Fue muy bacano, sí.
Entonces yo lavo esta motoma para darle un parcito de panela.
Ah,
Hágame
bueno.
esta motoma.
Pues ahí ya lavan todo y ya
Sí, ya.
terminan. Ah, bueno, amado, muchas gracias por todo. Por dejarme entrar y ver el proceso, lo disfruté mucho. Bueno, ahí estamos hablando.
Hágale.
Bueno, Dios lo bendiga.
Que le vaya.
Chao. Hasta luego.
Ah,
luego.
estoy.
Aló. Listo, ya voy para allá. Ya estoy aquí abajito. Ya voy. Listo. Uy, the motorcycle got here. Amado gave me some fresh panela. Oh my God. It's still warm. It's still nice and warm. Burrito. As is usual, the mornings are usually gray here in Colombia, but then, you know, around this time, it's 11 right now, the sun starts coming out. Well, what did you guys think about that experience? Panela, like I said, for people who aren't Colombian or Venezuelan, you might not be familiar with it, but here it's, you know, it's very important to us Colombians. It's part of our everyday life, honestly, for real. And not just here in Antioquia, all over the country, literally the whole entire country of Colombia uses panela. I don't know if Ecuador uses it or Panama. Let me know though in the comments if y'all are Panamanian or Ecuadorian, if y'all use panela. Look at it. So you'll take a piece of this, you can boil it in water, make a nice warm drink, or you could even just let it sit in water for like an hour or two and it'll dissolve and you'll have sweet water. You could put ice in it, you could put it in the fridge, put some lime, make lemonade. Oh, that is sugarcane.
YouTube,
Sí.
Instagram, Facebook.
¿Y cómo son las redes suyas?
No, yo no trabajo para monetizar.
Ajá.
Yo solamente subo.
Por hobby.
Sí.
Alright guys, I'm here at the park of Cocorná, Antioquia. Once again. Yeah, I don't know if I should eat lunch here, if I should just go to Medellin direct. I have to take a colectivo that goes back to the cabin, pick up my stuff, and go back to Medellin. So I don't know if I should eat first. I'm contemplating right now. Chilling here with the old timers. Man, these pueblos, if you stayed here forever, man, you wouldn't realize you're in 2025. It's crazy. I wonder, like, something I think about is like when this generation of men die, like these old timers, you know. And my generation is the old timers. What, like, I wonder what we're gonna be like. Like, I don't think we're gonna have the sombrero with the poncho over our shoulder and the rubber boots and the plaid shirts and the jeans and the machete. Maybe, who knows? Maybe. Be interesting to see though when I'm old how these parks are gonna look like. When I'm one of the old guys chilling here. Sí, usted tiene una memoria, entonces usted lo descarga al computador y ahí...
Y va todo, lo va grabando ahí.
Sí, pues yo le doy aquí y ya empieza a grabar. Sí. The old guys always are curious what the GoPro is. They're like, oh, what is that? What is that, young buck, you young whippersnapper?
Ahorita bien. ¿Está bien? ¿Qué? Es yo, amiguito.
¿Qué más?
Hombre, ¿de qué estoy vivito yo? Porque tuve muertos de
No, nosotros también, por eso estamos charlando, porque estamos vivitos.
Tuve 5 meses muertos de Medellin, me pasé 5 meses. Esa puta me mata, yo puta Reinaldo Ramírez. Ahorita me moría. Se llama Reinaldo Ramírez, matado mi garrula que me tiró a la calle.
Sí.
Me llevó a para Medellin. ¿Sabes qué se llama Medellin? Esa mujercita fue de Granada,
Sí.
la pequeña.
En el ataúd.
¿Ah?
En el ataúd ahí. Lo tenían en el ataúd o como. Yo, that old guy literally talked to me for so long about nothing. Like, he just was going in loops and loops and loops. I'm gonna get a taxi to go back. I'm ready now. I'm ready to go. ¿Cuánto aquí? So these are the colectivos that go to La Piñuela. La Piñuela is like a little tiny village that belongs to Cocorna. Costs like 6,000 peso. But La Diamantina, where I'm going, is before La Piñuela. So they just wait for this car to fill up. And they go. Got my stuff ready. Here's everything. My bag. My phone's in my fanny pack. All right, let's say goodbye to Palmonte. If you guys want to reserve on Airbnb, I'll leave the information below for this Airbnb. Gotta say goodbye to the wiener dog. Ciao, mijo. Ciao, Goofycito. They named him Goofy. No, your family will be back soon, Goofy. Don't worry. I gotta go back to Medellin, but I'll come back. I'll come back and I'll pet you some more. All right? Ciao. All right. Let's go. All right, guys. I'm on the side of the road again, as usual. Waiting for the bus to Medellin. It's starting to rain. Man, these guys, I came out here, I was out here like 6:30 in the morning when I was waiting to go to the pueblo. These guys wash trucks all day long. From like 5 in the morning probably till it gets dark. Just goes to show how difficult it is for a lot of people to survive. Like all the hard manual labor that people have to do all day long into old age to be able to make a decent living. From traveling around Colombia, it's definitely something you'll see, man. People working hard, blood, sweat, and tears, man, just to make it for their family and for themselves. All right, guys, I'm back at the terminal of the North, back in Medellin. They're dancing salsa over there. Shout out Colombia, man. You always see something random here. And they have like a little market. hope y'all enjoyed that video. I hope you learned something new. I'm always really happy to share with y'all the beautiful countryside of my Colombia, of Antioquia, and give those people a voice, you know, show some scenes that aren't too commonly shown on social media. So yeah, man, we're here. We're facing all the barrios, Manrique, Aranjuez, Santo Domingo, Campo Valdez, todo eso at the Caribe station. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Peace out, guys.